Yo, I I have a lot of glass. Um, Pretty much every one of these shulker boxes is full of glass. This is all from the competition, and all told, I think I have about 50,000 glass here. I don't know how much my project is going to take, uh, but I don't know if we'll ever need any more glass than this. We have a lot. I also need to get it moved into storage at some sort of location. I don't know. I'm going to have to create a separate glass storage somewhere so that I can return all of these shulker boxes. I can't remember whose is whose, but I'll put them all in a chest and be like, yo, come and get yours. Um, so, yeah, that's I have a lot of glass. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm still not entirely sure what we're going to get done in this episode, but firstly, I wanted to show you the progress we've been making on the stone platform. It has changed a lot. I've done a live stream since then and also worked a little bit offline, and we have some progress on our platform to do the art on. I don't know if we'll finish it in this episode or not, but another thing we need to check is how the wool is doing down here. I did have to also come down here and mine some more of the area out. I ran out of stone while I was creating the platform. There's a lot there. We've used over 5 shulker boxes of stone now, so I've dug that bit out even further. I'll probably do the same to the other side at some point when we need even more stone. There are still ores and things in the ceiling that I need to pick up, but I am going to take you over to the platform now so that I can show you the progress I've made, and then we'll work out what we want to do today. So I will see you in a sec. Okay, we are over here at the stone platform. I've done quite a bit of work on it, as you can see. We have a map here which shows you just how much of the area we've done. This map is updated. We do also have the top row going right across, but that's the row above the map, and that will stop it from making shadows and things like that. So let's just fly up here a bit so that we can get a sense of scale of this thing. It's pretty large. We've got most of it done though, and something I want to do at some point involves this Guardian Temple there. I don't know if we're quite going to get close enough to it. I think we probably will towards this end, but I've been doing that on live streams and just in my own time, like I said, and I will continue to do that, aiming to have it done so that we can start working on things properly next week, I'd imagine. So, for the rest of today's episode, I think what I want to do is work on another way to get up to our house. This is going to be a slightly different way than we currently have, so let's head on over there now. Let's remember which direction we need to fly. It's down here is where I need to fly, and up over this way, and this should get me home. Oh, a bit of lag there. Yes, perfect. I'm starting to learn my way now. I'm still getting there. It's a bit difficult to navigate, but it's fine. I'm learning. So let's come over here and talk about what I want to do today. So I'm thinking of building some sort of minecart rail from the ground here up to the top so that I don't have to use my elytra all the time. Which they're doing fine at the minute because I've recently repaired my gear. I need to repair my pickaxe though. So I'm not entirely sure where I want this to start or end, but I think I want it to sort of go underground quite a bit, and maybe like loop around outside a little bit and then end up somewhere around the house, if not inside the house somewhere. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure something out, but I'll have a think and I will maybe put a couple of plans in place, and then I will bring you back in when I know what we're doing, so I will be right back. Okay, so I think I have a pretty good plan here. we have this rail here. Also, how good do these 3D rails look? I am using the Vanilla Tweaks resource pack. You can find that on vanillatweaks.net. And yeah, this is roughly where I'm aiming to have our rail come out. And we're going to wind all the way up there in the mountain, up into the back of our house. So I will take you up there now, and we can have a quick look at where I'm aiming for it to finish. Can we make it? Yes, we can, just. So let's come over here into our storage system, or our small storage room. I have dug out a little area here and aimed to I'm aiming to finish it around here. So this will probably be a powered rail, just to keep the speed up. Going downhill it doesn't matter as much, but this is what I'm aiming to do. And digging out this tunnel is going to be quite interesting, because I have absolutely no reference of what the outside of this mountain currently looks like. I'm working kind of blind, and I'm going to try and spiral downwards a little bit, I think, and then head across to where we need to be. But that's not going to be the easiest. So it could take a little bit of work, but if we get started here, we'll check these coordinates. So we're at 2005 by 1804. And I guess we'll go across a couple. Let's get some light in here. Before we start going down, or consequently up as well. We'll make sure to dig out quite a high ceiling. Yeah, so we're gonna want this to be powered probably. Oh, we didn't want one there. I'll put all the rails and redstone in properly later. But for now we will work out a route. Okay, and I need to actually check what the coordinates of the other area are. So I will be right back quickly and do that. I might include some more digging footage and just chat in for a bit, but we'll see. So I will fly downstairs and make a check, and then I'll get started on digging this tunnel. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I have finished digging the tunnel. At least where it's provisionally going to go, so let's take you through that now. We start off in here, and we'll come down around here, turn this corner, and come around here, turn another corner, do a down and or uphill straight section for a while. There are going to be powered rails along that, so that it's easy enough to navigate both ways. That's the aim for this, is that we can come up and down. Then we come around another few corners, do a nice little hairpin turn here, come another section of downhill, and then a long-ish, or we've got a small diagonal section. Then we come down here. This needs to be lit up so that we can actually see. A longish diagonal section, and then we come out at the bottom here. So we sort of take a journey all the way up around there. Next job is to gather all the resources that we need for this. It's going to require a bit of gold, some redstone, some iron, and hopefully it shouldn't take too much to get all of this in place, but I'm going to gather all of that stuff. It might take a while, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more recording tomorrow. But I will get that in place, and then we can start placing these tracks. So I will see you in a second. Okay, so I have been doing a bit of work, and if we come over here, we have a minecart track, and it goes all the way up to our base. I've walked you through the tunnel already, but I've expanded it a bit now, and this is my first test ride of it. We've got quite a bit of extra stone as well, which will go towards our project for the art shop. So let's hop in here, and I guess let's press the button and see how this goes. So we go up here, around here, and this is going a lot better than it did. I did a downhill test run before I made this 3 wide all the way, and it didn't work as well, but I'm so happy with how that worked. That worked perfectly. We've got a couple of bits that are going to need windows, so I am going to grab, well, I'm going to tidy up my inventory a bit, and then I'll grab some glass and show you where all the windows are, and then we'll write it down again with the windows put in and see what that looks like. I also need to make some sort of station thing here, I don't know yet, and this tunnel is currently just an access tunnel, I guess. But I will bring you back in once I've sorted that out, because it's a bit of a mess right now. And then we'll get some windows in, and this will be at least functionally complete, so I will see you in a second. Okay, so I've tidied my inventory up a bit, I've got some glass, and we're going to start building some windows. So after we fight this creeper, or at least send it away, let's... Bye-bye. That's precisely why I want windows surrounding this. So we're going to bring it up to there, at least. And we'll bring it up sort of a 3rd level as well. And then up like that. And fill this in as well. And then that way it's going to be harder for mobs to get to the track. It looks a bit weird without connected textures, or with connected textures currently, because it doesn't have the borders. I think the borders look a bit better with or the border looks a bit better with stained glass. No, that's not how I wanted that, so this is Silk Touch, yep. I want it in sort of this bit, so we'll do that for now. We'll open that bit up too, so that we can come across here. Get the glass in there. And we'll match this to be glass as well. Okay, so we've got a window there. There's another window over here somewhere, I think. It might be at the hairpin, actually. I'm going to dig up a bit more of that. Yes, okay. This one's a bit easier. I said, not realizing that it was going to be similar like that. Okay. Perfect. So that's going to let a lot of natural light into these tunnels. And for now, this is fairly complete. What I want to do next is start work on the area down here. So I want to make this into sort of a little industrial sort of area. We're going to have more minecart tracks that sort of run alongside this one maybe and go off into various different places that are just there for show at the minute. And I want to have like eventually a little dock area here, so that we can pretend that the boats come in under the bridge, although there have to be small boats to get under the bridge, and then unload stuff here, and then they can send it up via minecart up to the storage. So I will bring you back in when I've got the stuff for that, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, I have got some resources together. Let's take the minecart down because we can now. So I have some barrels and some logs and some minecart tracks, and we're going to start decorating the lower area a little bit. So let's come around here. This is also, we can see now that we have all the glass in what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. So I've also done a little bit of terraforming here just to give us a bit more area to work with. So what I'm going to do is take some logs here, and maybe starting about there, we're going to have Oh, it helps if you place them in the right orientation. We're going to go, right, we can build this up a little bit as well, right? Like that. That looks pretty good. And then we're going to have another one there, so let's get that in place. And then leave that there. We're actually going to save on logs a little bit by cheating and not filling the whole inside in. But we're also going to have logs there. And then there's a trick you can do with minecart rails. Oh, let's place that properly. That makes it look a bit like ropes sort of tying stuff down. So let's, where have I put those? Grab those, we'll have one here. And if you just come over there like this, there we go, it's like holding them down. Perfect, so that's a good start. We've got a little bit of industry going on. I also want to have sort of another minecart rail that maybe comes around here like this. And we'll pretend it goes off that way somewhere. Like that. Okay, that connected nicely. So you can't see the end of it from anywhere. But you can see that that goes off somewhere else. Let's just bring it around here like that and then get rid of that one. Okay, perfect. And just adding a couple of things like that around here. We've got some barrels as well. Let's put some of those down. We'll put a couple like that maybe. We'll put a couple in there as well. And this just gives it a sense of it's a place where things are working. So let's place some from above here as well. Like that. It just sort of gives you a bit more of a sense of industry, I guess, and we'll have some over there as well. There we go. That looks already so much better, I think. It just adds some character to it. And obviously we'll continue to work on this as we put in the dock here and stuff like that. But that's going to be what we do with this bit for now. The last thing I want to do, I've been making a lot of progress on the area where we're going to do our artwork. It's very almost done, so I'm going to take you across there in a sec and show you how we're doing with that. So I will see you in a second. Okay, so I'm over here at the place where I'm doing the art, and I may have not quite gotten into bed in time, so a bunch of mobs spawned. But if we grab the map here, I've been doing a little bit more. I haven't got huge amounts done, but we've done another row. We're slowly creeping up towards the end, and I've already started to be bothered by guardians as well. So we might have to clear that temple out, probably in the next episode or something. But let's just update the map here. There we go. So yeah, we've been making a bit of progress. And hopefully soon enough we can actually start work on the artwork. That rhymed. That was a very bad rhyme. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.